Hello everyone, my name is Baili Zhong, also known as Dat Money Guy, so DAT Money Guy. I am going to be talking about financial literacy, so like the grown-up financial things you need to know for surviving everyday life and making money. We're going to be talking about checking and savings accounts today. So what's the difference? A checking account, you can have unlimited withdrawals, deposits, whatever. A savings account by law can only have 6 withdrawals every month, so you can't withdraw from the account more than 6 times every month. And there's lots of big name brand bank accounts out there, like Bank of America, Chase, whatever, but they offer really low interest rates, maybe like 0.05%. So let's like Google for some good interest rates, like more than 2%. So if you make like $1,000 times 0.02, that's $20 a year in free money versus the 0.05% like cents that you would get. So let's begin. Let's Google high interest bank account savings checking. You can also add the words doctor of credit or nerd wallet because I really like those sites and they were helpful to me. And if you scroll down, you can see all these lists of different high yield savings accounts. So anything like above 2%, I would say is high yield. And for this one, I went to the doctor of credit list and I scrolled down to mega high interest nationwide. So it's open up to everybody. And if you look, you can see Tap Bank has 4% APY, which APY stands for annual percentage yield, so a fancy word for interest rate, and it's up to balances of $50,000. So anything above $50,000 won't give you that 4% interest rate. However, for Tap Bank specifically, I didn't like it. There was like restrictions and certain qualifications you had to meet before you got the 4%. And then there's Orion Federal Credit Union, which may or may not be open up to everybody. I think it's just open up to Mississippi and Arkansas residents in certain counties, although some people in California and other places opened them up as well, so not real too sure. But the easiest one I found with the like easiest qualifications was One American Bank. So One American Bank has a 3.5% interest on balances up to $10,000, and the requirements are 12 debit card purchases, e-statements, and log into online banking once a month. So e-statements means like online statements, no paper statements, and 12 debit card purchases are really easy because you can just like use Venmo or Mezu or Cash App. So like if you type in Cash App, you can see right there, it instantly sends money between friends or accepts card payments for your businesses. So it's just an easy way to send money. So send someone like $1 12 times and have them like Cash App you back, and boom, you're done. And like Venmo, Mezu, and Cash App all work to do this. So that's great. There's also another savings account called DCU. And if you just Google DCU 6.17% savings account, you can see like all of these like different types. And this primary savings account has 6.17% annual percentage yield on the first $1,000. So if you have more than $1,000, it won't work for you. But it's pretty good. They do have some qualifications because they are a credit union, and so they're only open up to specific people. And so if you look who may join, you have to have like certain like relationships. So field of membership, participating communities, and you can see it's open up to Massachusetts and Georgian residents in certain cities. Although you can also like donate to an organization around the area. So I donated to Reach Out for Schools, which has a membership starting at $10 a year, although I chose the $25 membership for 3 years. And you're donating to like a school, so it all works out. So there's also Redneck Bank. It has a 3% APY, and the requirement is 10 debit card transactions, and receive your statements electronically. There's also free ATM transactions worldwide if you meet the qualifications, and free bank-to-bank transfers. And this is a checking account, so you don't have to worry about those 6 withdrawal limits. And just for all of y'all to know, the difference, there's 2 types of debit card transactions: a signature-based transaction and a PIN-based transaction. A PIN-based transaction is you enter your PIN number. A signature-based transaction is anything that you don't have to enter a PIN number for. So if you look, for example, when you use your debit card to purchase gas, you usually don't sign, but you don't enter your PIN either. This means that it was processed as a signature-based transaction. And you want to make sure that all the banks that you sign up for are FDIC insured, so it's backed by the U.S. government. So if the bank fails, your money will be returned to you by the U.S. government. And then you can just like click on it, go to bank find, and then type in the bank. So like Redneck Bank, you would never expect to be an actual bank, but if you type it in, you'll find that it actually is. Although sometimes the bank name doesn't work specifically, so you can't just type that in. You need to like type in the website, for example. So like Redneck. And there you go, redneck.bank. I don't know why, but sometimes like it doesn't register with just the bank name. You have to type it into the website. And then there's also Wealthfront, which applies on all balances, not just like the first 10,000 or the first 30,000, whatever. So if you have a lot of money and you want it to be in a really safe bank, you can do Wealthfront. It's 2.57%, and there's no requirements, so you don't have to have those 12 debit card transactions and all of that. Although in all honesty, you probably want to invest that like money that you have in a different area, like a Roth IRA or some stocks or some like better yielding investments, rather than just having all your money sit in a bank. And when you do sign up for banks, you could like refer your friends, for example. So this is from Best Cash Cow. There's a $50 referral for example, for First Tennessee Bank. If you refer a friend, you get $50, and the friend gets $50 for opening the account. And just as a side note, make sure to always Google for the most current interest rates. So I'm doing this as of July 2019. So in another month, maybe there might be a higher interest rate, or in another year. So just Google best savings/checking account rates of 2019 or 2020. I really like the list provided by Doctor of Credit and NerdWallet and so on. So just helpful tips, you know? And make sure to look for account maintenance fees and overdraft fees and all of that other stuff that you might find important. If you like this content, please subscribe to That Money Guy. And if you want, you can watch my second video right there. It's about reportable income on your taxes and the tax system that we have. And right there is my first footnote ever. So footnotes are going to be extra things that I didn't have enough time for in this video that I think would be helpful and educational. So thanks for watching. Make money. Bye.